I'm Kris Hagan. For those who don't know, I've been a language coach for many years. In my career, I've taught a wide variety of people, from famous singers and radio presenters to doctors, uni students, and yes, even desperate housewives trying to find an English lover. I've finally decided to share my thoughts, tips and tricks with the world. Also check out my YouTube channel if you want to see my ugly mush. So let's kick off this podcast with a great jingle.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock, shining all his English tips. Kris
is an anagram of risk.
Kris.
Happy Chinese New Year! This is the start of the Year of the Tiger. I was born in 1981, which apparently was the year of the rooster. God knows what that means. What year were you born in? And also, I'm going to tell you a little joke. Knock, knock. No, I'm not going to tell you a joke. I was lying. Basically, I was just knocking on my cast because I've broken my hand. Well, let's say it was broken by somebody else who's in the passive form. As I was being a gentleman holding the passenger door so it didn't smash into the car next to me, the woman in the next car decided to fling her door open and make my hand into the ham in the sandwich. And so she destroyed my hand. So let's see what we're going to do first this week.
And I beg you to fix it.
Okay, this week I want to look at two words and I want you to fix the pronunciation because I've heard these two words pronounced so many times now incorrectly. The first one, I'll spell it for you and see how you would pronounce it first. Chicken. How do you say this word? Chicken. It's not chicken, even though it is spelled K-E-N. It is chicken. There is an in a chicken. And the second one, T-I-C-K-E-T. How do you say this word? No, it's not ticket. Go and listen to any song with the word ticket in it and you will see that the pronunciation is ticket. Ticket to Ride, Tickets by Maroon 5. Go and have a listen and make sure you fix the pronunciation of chicken and ticket. I don't think there's a chicken in Ticket to Ride.
Just a bit of adverts.
Do you have Instagram? Everybody has Instagram these days. Go and follow all our accounts. Kris Hagan Media, Cirque Magazine, Kris Hagan Language Institute, and if you're interested in what I'm getting up to on a daily basis, The Real Kris Hagan. Also TikTok, Kris Hagan Official. Your daily dose of English is in your hands. And another one that you need to follow now, because it was created a couple of days ago, is the one that Sylvia Girotto and I created. I'm going to spell it for you. So get your phone in your hand now, go to Instagram and search for CANTAREINGLESE. This means sing in English. Now, as you know, I work with many singers working on the pronunciation when they sing songs in English, especially foreign people who want to sing in English. And Sylvia and I created a course for Italian people. It's only for Italians for now. Sylvia and I were together, and it is called Sing It Right. Okay? Sing It Right. So for all you Italians out there who are singers, go and follow us on Instagram and get all our tips and tricks about how to sing better in English. And when the course is ready for the new cycle, we will let you know. Now, speaking of singers in Italy, there is also a little festival going on, which actually starts today. Don't know if you've heard of it, called Sanremo, when lots of Italian people, famous people, and some, who are they, people, go there to sing on a stage in a theatre in Sanremo, a little tiny village. To be honest, I don't really like it. Well, there's nice flowers. There's a beach, if you can call it a beach. And also, they're going to sing some songs. It's a 5-night show, starts tonight, and will finish on Saturday, 5 nights, Tuesday to Saturday, Saturday. The only problem is they speak too much. Why does it take so damn long to perform only 22 songs or something like that, when Eurovision actually has like 42 songs in 3 hours? Italy, right, you need to get it sorted. So this is the selection for Italy for their song for Eurovision 2022, which this year, as you all know, all you Eurovision fans out there, is here in Italy in Turin or Torino. So let me know, has your song been chosen yet? Send me an email, send me a message on TikTok, Instagram. I want to know how the selection is in your country. Now, who's our first guest, or the only guest this week, maybe?
Straight from the north come Susan and Victor. Kris, don't be mad if you're not in the picture. Don't cry if mum and dad live up in Manchester. You can hear them now from wherever you are.
It gets in a debate and a row. Yeah.
Okay, so this week, Mum and Dad are going to take over, and they're going to tell you about a little story that... Where are you going?
Oh.
No, you have to sit... There's glue on your chair. You can't move. You're going to talk about a little story that happened to us when we were all younger. When I was definitely younger, and you two also younger. When Dad's hair used to be grey and now it's black. When you were younger. When you look like Elvis. Okay, so the first story I want you to talk about is the story of when we took my nan, so Mum's mum, to Belfast. Off you go together. Entertain the audience.
That's the time the bomb
microphone. You're talking to the
That's
microphone.
the time the bomb went off at the Albert Street.
And what did you think it were?
That was fireworks. Because we went over for the 12th of July celebrations. So she could see it, not to celebrate it, but so she could see it. Because it's about 5-hour parade.
Speak louder.
And we're all there and there was this boom. And she said, oh, we're lighting fireworks.
The fireworks.
And about a mile away it was the station at I think it was Albert Bridge train station.
Mm-hmm.
Station.
But then what else happened? Something else happened.
Then
We went for a
took
day
her
out.
down to Southern
Mile.
Ireland.
No, to Malile. We're around near
Malaya,
Malile.
took her down to Malaya.
Oh, did not go to
Hot
Southern
sunny day and she was tired. Yeah, she was tired and she always wore these sunglasses. So
What were the sunglasses she was wearing? Pink ones with diamonds.
black sunglasses. No,
Mm-hmm. So the fishermen's ones that went, they were
Yeah,
like black
right.
panels all around
Right.
your head. Like
I
Terminator
think we were in
type
a
thing.
shop or something like that. But
She was tired, so she stayed in the
So
car.
we stayed in the car. So when we came out, there was these two policemen around the car looking in the window. And
In the what?
in the window. The window.
Ah, okay.
Looking in the window.
Uh-huh.
And
When you think you're in Ireland, you go back to Ireland mode.
and she was like slumped against the window. So I thought she was probably shot and left her. Until we come up and says, she was only sleeping, for God's sake. So we weren't sure because she looked very suspicious.
But when did she find out?
After we woke her up, she was
So the police were gone by the time I remember that.
No, the police were still hanging about, probably to make sure she was alive.
was all right.
Another trip that we had with Nan, we went down to Cornwall and the bolt came out of the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Explain what happened. I don't remember. I remember it happening.
Forget what kind
Why are
of...
you not speaking? You're the drunk one.
I'm not drunk at all.
You even went to a neighbour to get a corkscrew.
What kind of car have we had then?
It was wasn't it the Cortina or something?
I think it was...
No,
Still the
it weren't.
Cortina.
They were your Datsun.
I was a Datsun 180B estate. And,
Nobody's probably ever heard of.
I went
never.
down to Cornwall for a lovely holiday. So
I'm going to correct you. It was the green one.
The green one.
The Citroen BX.
wasn't it?
Ah, the
Citroen.
Citroen
It was the
BX.
Citroen.
It was a BX at there. So it was a long ago that was now. Done it. So anyway, the
Mum's heavy breathing here. Don't know why.
one of the
No,
wishbones on the off the wheel and the steering come off.
One of the wishbones.
Well, it's like a wee long.
Was that fish? Chicken.
And the nut come out, a bolt come out.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it around to the garage. Well, I called him right. I said, "How much is it going to cost?" £300. He said, "I'll do that." I says, "All right." So I went back into the wee chalet and I had brought my gun and holster, blanks like 45. Guy with country and western stuff I used to do. So I took a shell and I took the powder out of it.
The shell is the casing of the bullet.
The brass shell, and got a hammer and took the bolt out. And where the bolt wasn't, it was slack. Hammered, flattened the shell, hammered it in, then tried to get another one in.
And we drive all the way back to Manchester for how
I drove for about, on the way back. Well, that wasn't known that particular day. 2 days later, we were going home. And,
so for 2 days we were going around with this in the thing.
No.
Before we left for the holiday.
Before we left.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we're going up. So I'm going about 30 just to make sure.
On the motorway.
Wheel carriage by motorways.
Okay.
40, 50. Solid as a rock this here. So I'm off. 75.
Mm-hmm.
And I got around when I got home, just took it around the
You fell to pieces around the
scrapyard.
corner.
No, I got around the scrapyard and
So how long did we drive with a bullet holding the wheel on, basically?
Cornwall, it must have been about 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
But we have a problem with cars as well, because Mum, when you bought your first car before you had a driving licence, you were legally driving. You got your driving licence last year. 2 years ago now. How many times have you driven since you got your driving licence?
6.
6 in total in 2 years. Right,
No, it's more than that.
You thought it was 6, you mean?
but in total, how many miles have you done? 1? Because going to end at street and back ain't really going driving.
No, I drove to school. I've drove the
5
car
miles.
to school.
Mum still goes to
And
school.
I drove Dad back from Rochdale after he had his eye
Oh,
operation.
yeah, that's
In the same car?
That was in the cash.
Qashqai.
In the cash guy. Okay, but many years ago, you bought, what was that blue car?
Well, that wee blue car I bought you want to drive. Yeah.
You wanted a blue car. I remember.
This is years ago.
The wee
Yeah,
one I say,
before
said
you
the
had your
pedals-
licence.
the
Are you on
pedals
about
were-
the Princess?
No, the
No,
pedals
that
were
wasn't
too
blue.
close.
Dad painted that black.
Yeah.
The pedals were too
did.
close.
Yeah, the
Saxo.
Saxo was black.
Saxo.
What Saxo?
What blue car did
I
I
had
have?
I had a Saxo.
Yeah, and
The blue Talbot Samba.
oh yeah.
Remember that, yeah?
Well, Dad managed to
Explain.
drive it home. Yeah.
And then what?
And then he tied a tow rope to it. We went right Plover Drive because it didn't work. He was towing the car and I was in the car behind. Yeah.
And it never worked.
It never worked.
So how did you get it on?
It broke down as soon as he brought it home.
She steered it and I told her.
No, I remember.
you
I
drove
remember.
it home,
I was
and
on the
as
back
soon as it got
seat.
outside,
I was on the
broke
back
down.
seat of your car, whatever it was, watching Mum at the end of a row behind the
Going
car, round
going-
in a circle up there around Plover.
Plover Drive.
Around Plover,
Wasn't right, yeah.
which is totally useless because if it started, where was she going to go? She was attached to us.
I know, it's true. Yeah.
couldn't have come off.
Into the back, into our boot.
Exactly. All right, good. And what other good cars have we had?
The Mini.
Tell us about the Mini.
We passed one the other day, and it looked like a wee matchbox in the motorway.
The original Mini. The original Mini.
And I was saying to myself, my God, we actually drove one of them. Can you imagine bumping in the back of a car with that?
But the problem was not the fact of the size. What was the problem with the Mini that you had?
Well,
I remember lots of water being involved and some coils and springs looking
Yeah.
at me.
We set off one day to pick you up from school. And we set off early and decided to go over our bets.
Which is the hills nearby.
And as
Yeah.
your dad were going round the bend,
nice and
it
romantic.
collapsed.
Passenger side wheel collapsed. It didn't collapse. It was, I think the arm of the steering went. So, well, so, if you can imagine a Mini with 3 legs. Go,
3 legs.
3 legs, go, moving along about 3 miles an hour. 3 miles an hour.
3 miles an hour. Wow, good.
Down Warminster Road. So what I was doing was driving down at 5 miles an hour with this 3-legged Mini, and it was tilting to the front.
We're
to
looking
the
at
left,
houses.
and we're looking at our heads. That people just think we're looking for somewhere
I was pretending you're looking for someone.
because we're going so slow. It was great.
but
time.
why
I'm surprised your dad ever got in anyway, because if you see him drive off in it, his head was touching roof anyway, wasn't it? So,
No, but I remember, for some reason, why do I remember the suspension being through the back seat?
Because that happened as well
Yeah, 'cause that
afterwards.
happened.
That
we
wasn't
got-
the same day.
no, back,
No,
you know,
not the
back
same
time we
day.
got
Oh,
in.
you kept that car?
Yeah, no, it only
No.
kept.
Well, I remember sitting on the back seat, and next to him was like a spring sticking up
Yeah, we got
from the wheel.
Yeah, we got the front bit fixed, I think. Yeah, we did remember. But then the back end just caved in.
But you still drove it down the M66. I remember
Yeah.
going down there with this people looking at
I
me.
took it to Rochdale to see if they could fix it.
Well, when you moved his mat at front, it had an hole in the road anyway, couldn't you?
Because you're being honest, do you want to tell them what you did for your wedding?
Very
You
Flintstone.
pretended to buy a car so you could use it for your wedding, and then you took it back the week after.
Oh no, we didn't buy it. We didn't. We take it back the week after.
Oh, 2 weeks after.
No, we kept it for a while.
Really? I remember you keeping it only for a wee bit.
We kept it for a while, and then I don't even know why we got rid of that blue car. Oh no, Dad started going back taxiing, so we needed a
Ah,
bigger
okay.
car.
I remember you getting rid of it, yeah. And the Princess?
Oh, it was a nice car.
Well, we took you to school one day.
What
and it
colour
were-
was the princess?
Well, when we took you to school one day, I put out and it were blue when you went to school. By the time we picked you up, it was black.
But isn't that illegal to change the colour
No,
of a
well,
car?
it was yacht black. It wasn't just black.
Yacht black.
Yacht black, because I like my boats.
But are you allowed to paint cars?
I like my boats.
No, that's not the question.
Are
Are
you
you
allowed
allowed
to
to
paint
paint cars?
No, unless you tell the DVD, change the colour and the registration and all that.
But I remember the best thing, you could see all the brush strokes on it.
Anyway,
Do you know, instead of it being metallic, it was all like lines of black.
well, that's-
like the
it looked
mafia
looked
coming
like a
to
boat.
pick you up.
Looked like a boat then, didn't it?
It did look like a boat. Yeah.
And I varnished it with yacht varnish as well.
Add insult to injury. All
There
right,
you
good.
go.
So that's all the car. There's no more car stories. Nothing to do with cars.
No.
Nothing else. No.
I'm upset for the Citroen.
What was wrong with the
The only
Citroen?
thing is the Citroen, when we bought it and we drove out into Bury, we had to drive back to the garage with me ordered off the front door and come to
The door fell off. Only bought it, the door fell off in the middle of the road.
And to be honest, actually, the other day was Friday the 13th.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and what did you do?
Oh, everything went wrong.
You put the ad blue.
Well, it's your grandma's birthday, August 13th to August.
The birthday and the day she died.
And black's her favourite colour.
And black the favourite colour, and 13 was a hurt number.
So
yeah.
I put our blue in the diesel on a rifter and tried to start it. Went up a street on it, come back down again, and it stopped. Which meant all the our blue, actually turns to crystals, like sugar. And as I was turning the key and driving it, it was pumping up through all the system.
And so, now?
So now I've been through about 3 cars in the last week.
Yeah, 3 cars in 3 days, basically, right?
Yeah.
Which is good. So basically, I think the moral of this segment is you both need to get a bicycle. Okay. Thank you very much. I will see you next week.
Hagan family.
So I'd like to finish off this podcast with a little thing I want you to think about. Why do people spend so much money on heated blankets? Is it because they prefer cold ones? And if so, then why do people spend a lot of money to have a cold pillow and not a hot one? And one more little words of wisdom for you. Remember, when you want to be a gentleman, make sure the woman in the car next to you doesn't intend to break your hand. Jingle!
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock. Shining on his English lips, Kris
Is an anagram of risk.